In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to use the Bitunix crypto exchange. If you're looking to learn how to trade futures on Bitunix, I made a separate tutorial for that, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll show you how to create a new account, where to go if you want to buy some crypto using fiat, and how to deposit crypto assets onto the platform from another exchange or wallet address. After that, I'll take you into the spot market, show you the different pairings, and get you familiar with the user interface. Then I'll show you how to buy and sell crypto using market orders and limit orders. All of that and more with some tips and tricks along the way. If you're creating an account on Bitunix, I left you a link in the description of this video, as well as in the pinned comment down below. If you use my link when signing up, you're going to save 5% on all your trading fees for the lifetime of your account. Bitunix is also often running promotions for people who are signing up for the first time. These can be deposit bonuses, giveaways, airdrops, mystery boxes, and more. So if you use my link when signing up, you'll save 5% on all your trading fees and be eligible for the current promotion, whatever that might be by the time you're watching this video. You'll also be supporting my channel at no extra cost to you. This video is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before ever using a crypto exchange, including Bitunix. I also left you some timestamps in the description down below, so at any point, feel free to skip ahead to a section that might be most relevant to you. Let's get into the video. If you click on my link in the description of this video or in the pinned comment down below, you'll be redirected to this page here, or some variation of it. And as you can see, at the time of recording, there is an exclusive deposit bonus promotion that's currently running, all the way up to August 1st. Now, if you're watching this video after August 1st, all good, there's likely a different promotion available to you. It also means that you likely got redirected straight to the sign up page, which I'll be covering that page here next. For this current promotion, the first 50 users that sign up using my link are going to get a $10 trade bonus. Additionally, there is an exclusive deposit bonus as well. So deposit 100 Tether and make a trade, get 20 USDT trading bonus, or deposit 1,000, make a trade and get a 200 USDT trading bonus. You can use these bonuses to place additional trades and the profits are yours to keep. When you're ready to create an account, you can click on this link right here, or you can come up here, top right hand side, and click on sign up. And this will bring you over to the sign up page. And I'll quickly point out that there is another promotion that's running currently, and that's get up to 5,500 USDT worth of newbie benefits that await you inside the platform. And I'll show you where to go to check out those rewards. So at the time of recording, there's two promotions, the one I just showed you, this promotion here, plus everybody's going to save 5% on all your trading fees for the lifetime of your account. So when you're ready to create your account, you can do so using an email, you can use a mobile number, so just choose an option that works best for you. Come up with a good password, read through the Bitunix user agreement, the privacy policy, and if all of that checks out to you, check this box right here, and then click on this box right here. Once you create your account and sign into the platform, you might arrive here on the home page. And if you didn't, you can get to the home page by coming up here and clicking on the Bitunix logo. It's also possible that you were redirected straight to your assets overview page, and to get to that page, we'd come up here, hover over assets, we'd click here on asset overview. And it is possible that you arrived on this page once you signed into your account. On the asset overview page, you'll be able to see an overview of all your accounts. And if you come over here on the left-hand side, you'll see your spot account here and your futures account here. And you can simply click on the account that you wish to view. After signing in, don't forget to check out the welcome bonuses. So if you come right up here, give this a click. This will bring you over to this page here. And currently, there's up to 5,500 USDT worth of newcomer rewards. If we scroll down this page a little bit, you'll see right here that at the time of recording, there's some mystery boxes that you can open, and you can win some free Tether in these boxes and maybe other rewards as well. If we scroll down a little further here, you'll see there's some newcomer tasks, and these are little bonuses for completing tasks on the platform, such as placing trades. So if you're going to be placing trades anyways, just remember to come in here and claim some of these futures bonuses. Remember, you can use these bonuses to place additional trades and the profits are all yours to keep. If we scroll down a little further here, you'll see that there's a limited time deposit bonus. And basically, the more you deposit onto the platform, the more in bonuses you can receive. So make sure to come in and check out these welcoming bonuses. Now, at the time of recording, KYC and a VPN was not necessary for creating an account on Bitunix, but the services are a bit limited. For example, you won't be able to buy any crypto using a fiat currency. Now, this could also change in the future, so I'm going to show you where to go to get verified just in case it becomes necessary by the time you're watching this video. To get verified, we'd come right up here to our profile icon, and then click right here on KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer. Here in the identity verification page, you'll see a section right here that says personal verification. The requirements for this verification is going to be providing some personal information, a government issued document such as a driver's license or passport, and you'll have to take a selfie. To get started with this, you just click right here on verify. And this form is pretty self-explanatory. Simply choose the country or region that you reside in from this drop-down menu right here. Then choose your document type by clicking right here. And here's where you'll find your document options that you can use. I'll go ahead and just select driver's license. Next, you'll have to type in the ID number of your government issued document that you'll be using for the verification process. I'm just using a burner account that I created for the purposes of this tutorial, so I'm going to go ahead and just put in a random number here. But you want to make sure that the information you provide does match the document that you'll be using. You'll see a little note about that right here as well. So you're going to want to answer these questions honestly. Otherwise, your verification will be rejected. Then we put in our first name as well as our last name. Then come down here, select your date of birth. Once you have this form filled out, you come down here and click on Next. Now on this page here, you'll have to upload the government issued document. So in my case, that would be a driver's license. So simply take a photo of that document, then click on Upload Image here to upload it to Bitunix. Down here, you'll have to take a selfie holding that document in your hand. So simply take your selfie holding your document, then click here on Upload Image. Once that's complete, come down here and click on Submit. And then you're all finished. Once Bitunix has reviewed your documents as well as your information, your account will be verified. So if anybody wants to get verified, now's a good time to pause the video, get verified, and I'll see you in the next step of this tutorial. If you chose to verify your account and you'd like to buy some crypto using fiat, you'll find a Buy Crypto button right over here on your asset overview page. You'll also find a Buy Crypto button top left-hand side of the screen. Just simply give that a click. Here's where you can purchase crypto through a third party. Simply come down here, give this a click, and you can choose the fiat currency that you wish to spend. I'll go ahead and just leave this on USD. Next, click right here, so in my case where it says USDT, and then you can select a crypto from this drop-down menu that you wish to purchase. Keep in mind you can also buy some Tether, which is a stable coin, and then you can trade that on the Bitunix spot market for any crypto that you want, and I'll be demonstrating that in this tutorial. Right down here, you'll see the third-party payment providers that are available through Bitunix. Perhaps there's more available by the time you're watching this video. There might even be more crypto purchasing options as well. But at the time recording, you can see that I've got MoonPay here as well as Alchemy Pay. Now these third-party payment providers are perfectly fine. I do see them on a lot of different exchanges, but also keep in mind that when you're using a third-party payment provider, you're going to have to create an account with that payment provider, as well as go through KYC with that provider as well. The next thing I'll mention, at least at the time of recording, the fees are not the most competitive when you're using a third-party service provider. So always keep an eye on the fees. It can be perfectly fine and quite convenient for smaller purchases, but if you're making a larger purchase, you're usually better off using a different centralized exchange to purchase the crypto, and then you can always send it over here to Bitunix to trade on the futures market or spot market. However you plan to use this platform. Simply click on the third-party payment provider that you wish to use. I'll just leave this on MoonPay. Down here, you'll be able to see the available payment methods. So in this case here, that'd be Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, and bank transfer. When you're ready to make your purchase, just come up to this box right here and type in how much you wish to spend. Then you'd simply come down here and click on Buy. From there, you'll be redirected to that third-party payment provider. You'll need to create an account, go through the KYC process with that provider, and then complete your purchase. Once your purchase is complete, that third-party service provider is going to send the crypto into your Bitunix account, and that can take a little bit of time. But once the crypto arrives on the platform, you just simply come right up here where it says Assets. You can either click here on Asset Overview or you can click here on Spot Account. And here inside your Spot Account is where you're going to find your crypto once it arrives on the platform after purchasing it through a third-party service provider. If you'd like to deposit some assets onto the Bitunix platform from another exchange or wallet address, you'll notice that there's a deposit button over here on the left-hand side. You'll also find a deposit button over here, top right-hand side next to withdraw. You'll be able to see that there's a deposit button next to each one of these cryptos down below here in your spot wallet. and you can come up here to where it says assets, and you can click on deposit in this drop down menu. Either one of those options will bring you over here to the crypto deposit form. And here's where you can proceed to deposit some crypto assets onto Bitunix from another exchange or wallet address. The first thing we need to do is click right here where it says select coin and choose the crypto that you wish to deposit onto the platform. You can do that from this drop down menu right here. And alternatively, you can search for a coin in the search bar up above. I'll go ahead and demonstrate with USDC, which is a stable coin pegged to the US dollar. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that right here. Next, you'll need to choose a network to complete this deposit over. And to do that, we'd click right here where it says select network. Then you'll get a drop-down menu with the available networks that you can use on Bitunix. And some of these networks are less in gas fees and faster than others. But the big thing is to make sure that the network matches on both sides of this. So whatever network that you select here on Bitunix, make sure you select that same network wherever you're sending the tokens from. You don't want to send from one network and into another network, or you will lose your crypto. So just make sure that wherever you're sending your crypto from supports the network that you wish to use and that you match it to Bitunix. For this demonstration, I'll just leave this on the Ethereum ERC20 network, which, by the way, is one of the more expensive networks. You're probably better off to use a different network. Once you choose the coin as well as the network that you wish to use, Bitunix will be generating your deposit address for that crypto as well as that network. You'll be able to see your deposit address right here. Mine's behind a black box. And just down below that, you'll find a QR code. So if you're sending your crypto using a smartphone, you can always just scan that QR code. Now, if you're transferring crypto assets from Coinbase to Bitunix, you're looking for the send and receive button. From there, you would choose the send option, then choose the crypto, as well as choose the correct network that you wish to send from Coinbase to Bitunix. And remember, match it to whatever network you select here on Bitunix. If you're using the Kraken exchange, you're looking for the crypto transfer button. Then from there, you'd select the withdraw option and of course, choose the crypto as well as the correct network. If you're using a major exchange like Binance or many others that are just like it, you'll usually find the crypto withdraw button on the dashboard of that platform. So from there, you'd simply click on withdraw, choose the crypto, then the correct network. For this demonstration, I'll be sending some USDC from a MetaMask burner wallet onto Bitunix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my deposit address right here by clicking on these two little boxes. Then I'm going to come up here to my MetaMask wallet icon, give that a click. My burner wallet will be dropping down. And the first thing I need to do here is make sure that I'm on the correct network inside of MetaMask. And I can see that I am, the Ethereum mainnet right here. But if I had selected a different network on Bitunix, I'd give this a click, and then I would choose the correct network from the networks displayed down below. So I'm just going to go ahead and close this out. The next step is to come down here, and I'm going to click where it says USDC, and I'm going to go ahead and click here on send. In this box right here, I'm going to paste in my Bitunix deposit address for USDC on the Ethereum mainnet, just by simply right-clicking and paste. Now I can choose how much USDC I wish to send from the wallet and onto the platform. And I just have a tiny amount of USDC here, so I'm going to go ahead and click here on max. Then right here, you'll be able to see your estimated gas fee. So in my case here, I'm using a decentralized hot wallet, so I have to pay a gas fee. And when you're using MetaMask or a wallet like it, the gas fee is always paid in the native token of the network that you're using. So in my case here, I'm on the ERC20 network, which is the Ethereum mainnet. So I'm going to have to pay this gas fee out of my Ethereum balance inside of MetaMask. If I was using the Binance Smart Chain, the native token would be BNB, and I'd be paying the gas fee out of BNB to send my crypto from my wallet onto the platform. So just make sure that you know what the native token is of the network that you're using, and make sure to have some of that native token inside your wallet for the network that you're transferring the tokens from. So now that I'm ready to transfer my USDC, I'm going to come down here and click on next. Now I have the opportunity to confirm this transaction, and I can see right here that my estimated gas fee is going to be $2.48 worth of Ethereum out of my Ethereum balance from my MetaMask wallet. So I'm going to go ahead and just come down here and click on confirm. And now the USDC is on its way from MetaMask and over to Bitunix. Now, if you don't already have a MetaMask wallet and you're interested in learning more about it, I do have a MetaMask step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to set it up and use it as a browser extension, as well as how to use MetaMask on mobile app. And I'll be sure to leave a link to those videos in the description down below for anyone that might be interested in learning more. Once your crypto arrives on the platform, you'll be able to find it in your spot account. To get there, you can just click on spot account over here on the left hand side. Alternatively, you can come up here where it says assets, and then click on spot account in this drop down menu. And as you can see, the USDC has arrived on the Bitunix platform from my MetaMask wallet over the ERC20 network. It's always a good idea to add an extra layer of security to your account, such as Google Authenticator. You'll also need to get this done if you want to withdraw assets off of the Bitunix platform. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate by using the Google Authenticator mobile app. Now, if you don't already have this app, it is a free download, and you can get it right here on the Apple App Store, and you can also get it here on the Google Play Store. So simply install this app to your phone. Once you've done that, we're going to come right up here to our profile icon, and we're going to click right here on security. And you might even be getting this little pop-up here saying enable Google Authenticator, and that's exactly what we're up to right now. So we can click right here on setup, but if you're not getting that pop-up, you'll find Google Authenticator right here up at the top. We just come over here on the right hand side and click on settings. As I mentioned before, you can get the Google Authenticator app from Google Play as well as the Apple App Store. And if you hover your mouse over either one of those, you'll get a QR code that pops up that you can scan with your phone. Now right down here, you'll find a QR code that you can scan with the Google Authenticator app, but you'll also see a key code next to that QR code. Now make sure to write that key code down. You can use that key code in the future to recover your account if your phone ever gets lost, stolen, or broken. Just don't let anyone else get their hand on that key code. So quickly take a second and write your key code down. Once you write your key code down, open up the Google Authenticator app on your mobile device. Inside the Google Authenticator app, bottom right hand side, you'll see a little plus sign. Tap on that. Then you'll see two options: scan a QR code or enter a setup key. The easiest way is to scan a QR code, so we'll tap on that. Then simply hold your phone up to your screen and scan your QR code. And that's going to bind Bitunix to Google Authenticator. Now, for whatever reason, if you can't scan a QR code, you just tap on enter a setup key. Then you give your account a name, so call it Bitunix, and then manually type in that key code that you can see beside your QR code. Once you've done that, you tap on add, and you'll have bound Bitunix to Google Authenticator. Then we need to come down here and enter and verify the Google verification code that's found inside your Google Authenticator app. It's that 6-digit number next to the Bitunix account that you added to Google Authenticator. So simply type that in, then click on submit. Then the next step is to send a security verification code to the email that you used when creating your Bitunix account. To get that code, simply click right here on get code. Once that email arrives in your email account, retrieve your 6-digit code, type it into this box here, then click on submit. Then you're all set. You'll have bound Bitunix to Google Authenticator. Now I'm ready to buy and sell some crypto on the Bitunix spot market. So to get into the spot market, we'll come right up here where it says spot, and we'll give that a click. And here's the user interface where you can buy and sell crypto using the spot market on Bitunix. You'll find all your different market types and pairings over here on the left hand side. Right here is where you'll see all the different pairings, and up at the top is where you'll find the market types. Now at the time of recording, the only market type available is USDT, which is Tether. And that's a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. That means all these pairings down below are quoted in Tether. So if you want to buy a coin using these pairings, you'll need Tether on account to make the purchase. And if you want to sell a coin using these pairings, you'll be receiving Tether for the sale. Now earlier in this tutorial, I sent USDC onto the platform, so I'm going to have to trade my USDC into USDT so that I can trade these pairings. So what I'm going to do is come up here to the search bar and type in USDC. I can see the USDC Tether pairing right here, so I'm going to give that a click. Now I can trade my USDC into USDT. So I'm going to come down here and I'll do that quickly using a market order here. And I can see my USDC available balance right here. So what I'll do is I'll just slide this up to 100% and I'll trade 100% of my USDC into Tether by simply coming down here, clicking on sell USDC. And if we look over here, I now hold Tether on account. So now I can trade all of the Tether pairings. So simply search for the pairing that you wish to trade in the search bar right here. Like I could type in BTC, which is the ticker symbol for Bitcoin, or you can just select it from the drop down menu. Bitcoin works perfectly fine for me, so we'll go BTC. and we'll click right here on Bitcoin versus Tether. Now if you look right here, top left hand side of the chart, you can see that it just changed the pairing to Bitcoin versus Tether. Now I can buy and sell some Bitcoin. Now, if you're already an experienced trader, or you've watched any of my other exchange tutorials, you're likely already familiar with the user interface. But if this is your first time seeing this, all good. This is a beginner's tutorial, so I'm going to take the time and break all of this down for you. If there's anything you're already familiar with, you can always use the timestamps in the description down below to skip to a section that might be most relevant to you. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here with the price action chart. And this is showing us the asset's performance over a selected time frame. You can see in my case right here that I'm currently set to a 15-minute time frame. That means each one of these candlesticks represents 15 minutes of time. If you want to change the time frame, simply click on the time frame you wish to view. So if I was to click right here on 4H, now I've switched the chart to a 4-hour time frame. Now each one of these candlesticks represents 4 hours of time. If you want to find additional time frames, just come right here to this little triangle, give it a click, and you'll get a drop-down menu where you can view additional time frames. Now we can also edit the time frames that are displayed at the top of the chart. And to do that, we'll just click right here on edit. Now we can unhighlight and highlight the time frames that we wish to have displayed at the top of the chart. So let's go ahead and get rid of the 1 minute time frame. We'll click on this little check mark here. Let's get rid of the 3 minute. And let's go ahead and add a daily. We'll add the 12-hour. Let's get rid of the 5 minute, and then we'll do the weekly. Once you customize this to your preference, just come up here and click on save. Now, when you look at the top left-hand side, you can see that I just adjusted my time frames. This chart is powered by TradingView. This means you're going to have access to some drawing tools, as well as some basic indicators from TradingView. You'll find your drawing tools over here on the left-hand side of the chart, and next to each one of these drawing tools is a tiny little arrow. If you give that a click, it'll expand into a drop-down menu where you'll find additional drawing tools. You can also make a tab of some of your favorite drawing tools by simply highlighting the star next to the drawing tool that you wish to add. So for example, let's add a trend line by highlighting the star right here. I'm going to come back over here, click this little arrow. Let's go ahead and add a horizontal by highlighting the star. We'll come over here. Let's do a Fibonacci retracement like so. Then we'll come down. I'll go ahead and add a brush because I'll be using that later in this tutorial. And let's go ahead and do a rectangle as well, just like so. Now, when I close this out, you'll see I built a little tab here with some drawing tools. And we can drag this anywhere on the chart that we like it. If you want to add a drawing tool to the chart, just simply start out by left-clicking on the drawing tool you wish to use. Let's go ahead and do a horizontal line here. Then we'll come over here to the chart and I'll go ahead and mark out some support, maybe something like this. And you just simply left-click to add the drawing tool to the chart. Now, some of these drawing tools you can also move if you just left-click and hold down. Then you can drag it around the chart anywhere that you like it. If I want to get rid of that horizontal altogether, I can just click this little trash icon inside this little tab here like so. Now there's a lot of drawing tools here, and I just simply don't have the time to get into every single one of these in this tutorial. Now in the future, I do plan on making a little series on my YouTube channels on how to use drawing tools and identify trends and patterns inside the price action. So let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like me to make those videos, doing some technical analysis and explaining the drawing tools. For now, just simply play around with the drawing tools and just kind of get to know what each one of them does. I don't want this tutorial to be 12 hours long. If you'd like to add an indicator to the chart, just come up here to this little indicators tab and give it a click. In this pop-up window here, you can select an indicator to add to the chart. You can scroll through them with the wheel of your mouse, but if there's something specific that you're looking for, you can type it in the search bar right here. So let's go ahead and do the RSI. I can see the relative strength index right here, so I'll give that a click. We'll close this out. And as you can see, I just added the RSI to the bottom of the chart. If I want to get rid of that indicator, I'd come over here on the right-hand side and click this little X inside that indicator's pane. And as you can see, I just got rid of the RSI. In the future, I'll be doing some tutorials on indicators as well. If you'd like to customize the appearance of your chart, just right-click, then come down here and click on Settings. Inside this pop-up window here, I like to come down where it says Canvas and give that a click. And the first thing I like to do is get rid of the horizontal and vertical grid lines, as they're just not doing much for my trading style. So to get this done, we'll click on this little box right here. Then we'll come down here and click on None. The next thing I like to do is make sure I have the background set to the darkest color. So to confirm that, we'll just click this little box next to Solid. And as you can see, I'm already set to the darker color here, top right-hand side of the panel. But I'll point out that you can change this to whatever you like. You can even click right here where it says solid, and you can even do a gradient by clicking on gradient. Now we can choose two different colors. So if we click on this box right here, we can do a gray. Then if we click on this box here, we can do that dark black color. And as you can see, I just added a gradient to the chart. At any point, if you want to restore the chart to its default settings, just come down here, click on template, then click on apply defaults. Now, as you can see, I just restored the chart to its default setting. So certainly take some time, come on in here and get the chart looking the way that you like it. So I'm going to quickly retrace my steps here. We'll get rid of those. And we're already on the darker color here. That's good. Once you get it looking the way that you want it, come down here and click on OK. Next, I'll point out this little line here between your volume and your price action. If you hold down left click, you can adjust this however you like it. I like to squish the volume down a little bit, just like so. Lastly, you have this little tab right here, and this can be used for placing market orders. I personally like to use the order panel when I'm placing all my trades. So for me, I like to just close this out by clicking on this little X right here. So take some time, get to know the price action chart, and get it looking the way that you like it. When it comes to charting and technical analysis, I prefer just to use TradingView directly, and I'll quickly bring it into frame. Here on TradingView, you're going to have access to more data, more indicators, you can backtest trading strategies, look at different asset classes. There's just a heck of a lot more that you can do with TradingView. Now, TradingView is free to use. The free version does have some pop-up advertisements that can be a little bit distracting, but aside from that, it works perfectly fine. My version here is a paid version, so at any point if you want to try one of their paid plans, you can do that for free for up to 30 days. Then you can make an informed decision if TradingView is a good fit for you or not. I also have a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to set up and use TradingView, so I'll be sure to leave a link for that video in the description down below for anyone that might be interested. And to the right-hand side of the price action chart, we have the order book. And this is showing us where market participants have placed their buy orders as well as their sell orders. And they're doing that by using limit orders, which I'll be demonstrating in this tutorial. On the top side of the order book in red, we have what's known as the asks. These are the price points that market participants have placed sell orders at. Down here in green, we have what's known as the bids. These are the price points that market participants have placed their buy orders at. In the middle of the order book right here, we have what's known as the mid price. And this is the price point that the asset is currently trading at. So all the asks up above will be higher than the mid price, and all the bids down below will be less than the mid price. When a trader comes along and executes a market order, they're matched up with the best available price from the order book, whether they're buying or selling, and that trade will be executed immediately. You can see these trades being executed in real time over here on the right-hand side, where it says last trades. All the buys are coming in green, and all the sells are coming in red. In the time column, you can see the time that the successful trade was executed. In the price column, you can see the price point that the successful trade was executed at. And over here under amount, you can see the size of the trade that went through. When the market gets really volatile, you'll see this panel get quite active. And underneath the price action chart is where you'll find your order panel, where you can buy and sell crypto using limit orders as well as market orders. And I'll demonstrate both of those. If you want to buy crypto, you use the buy side of the order panel over here. And if you want to sell crypto, you use the sell side of the order panel over here. First, I'll demonstrate a market order. And these order types are nice and simple. They'll execute immediately at the best available price off of the order book. So to use a market order, we'll come right into our order panel and we'll click here on market. Next, we'll choose the asset that we wish to buy or sell from the pairings over here on the left-hand side. Remember, you can always search for a crypto in the search bar up above. I'm set to Bitcoin versus Tether, and that works perfectly fine for this tutorial. So I'll go ahead and just leave it on that pairing. And I'll demonstrate as a buyer first. So I'm going to come down here to the buy side of the order panel, and I can type in how much of my available balance that I wish to spend. And you'll be able to see your available balance right here, so you'll know exactly what you're working with. Alternatively, you can use this slider bar down below. So if I was to slide this up to 50%, that would put 50% of my available balance into this asset. If I slid this all the way up to 100%, I'd be spending 100% of my available balance on the asset. For this demonstration, I'll go ahead and just type in 100 Tether. Once you get your buy order set up the way that you want it, just come down here and click on buy. And just like that, I bought some Bitcoin immediately at the best available price off of the order book. You can now see that I have available Bitcoin balance displayed right here. If you come down here and click on order history, you can see the details of the order that you just placed. So I can see right here that my average entry on Bitcoin was 63,516 for this market order. Over here under order status, I can see that the order completely executed. We can also use a market order to sell our crypto as well. So to get that done, we come here to the sell side of the order panel. We would type in how much of the asset we wish to sell. And of course, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. So you'll know exactly what you're working with. But for this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and use the slider bar, and I'll slide this all the way up to 100%. And once you get your sell order set up the way that you want it, you'd simply come down here and click on sell. And just like that, I sold my Bitcoin at the best available price off of the order book. Once again, I can see the details of this order. If I come down here, click on order history, and I can see my sell order right here. I can see that I sold it at the average price of 63,498. And of course, over here under order status, I can see that order completely executed. And that's how you can use market orders. Now I'll demonstrate a limit order. And these order types give you the ability to choose a price point that you wish to be a seller or a price point that you wish to be a buyer. But you will need the price of the asset to reach your order price before your order will execute and fill. So to use a limit order, we're going to come up here to the order panel and we'll click on limit. Of course, we come over here to the pairings, select the crypto that you wish to place a limit order for, and I'll just go ahead and leave this on Bitcoin versus Tether. And I'll demonstrate as a buyer first. So let's come on up here to the chart. And let's just imagine that I'm looking at this chart through the lens of a bull. And perhaps I believe that Bitcoin is getting ready to move to a higher price point sometime in the future. But maybe Bitcoin wants to have a small little pullback first. And perhaps I want to place a buy order at a lower price level in order to get a better deal on Bitcoin. So what I'll do is I'll grab a horizontal here from my drawing tools and I'll mark a spot on the chart that I'd be interested in buying. Maybe I'll mark this wick right here, something like this. So now that I've put a horizontal on the chart, I can see a price point on the y-axis of the chart correlating to that horizontal at 58,724. And I'll go ahead and use that price point to place my limit order to buy some Bitcoin. So I'm going to come down here to the order panel and type that into order price. I'll go 58,724. Next, I need to choose how much I wish to put in this order. So I can come down here to the amount box. I can type in a custom amount of Tether. And of course, you'll be able to see your available balance right here. Alternatively, you can choose how much of the asset you wish to purchase by typing that into this box right here, or you can just simply use this slider bar right here. I'll go ahead and just slide this up to 100% for the purposes of this demonstration. So I'm going to be putting 100% of my available balance into this limit order. And you can see that the order quantity was already calculated for me, as well as the amount down below. But once you get your limit order set up the way that you want it, you just come down here and click on buy. And just like that, I placed that limit order onto the order book. And you can actually see it on the chart itself now, right inside this little box right here. So if Bitcoin was to roll over, coming down to my order price at 58,724, this order is going to fill and I'll be buying myself a little bit of Bitcoin. You can also find the details of your limit order if you come down here and click on open orders. And here's where you'll see your limit order that you placed on the order book. At any point, if you'd like to cancel this, just come over here on the right hand side under action and you can click on cancel. Alternatively, you can come up here to the chart and you can click this little X inside this box, just like so. Now, as you can see, I just took that limit order off of the order book. Of course, we can use a limit order to sell our crypto as well. So let's come back up here to the chart. And let's imagine that I'm just looking at this sideways range that Bitcoin's been trading in for quite some time. And I can see that it just came down and basically touched support right here. So maybe I think to myself that perhaps Bitcoin is working its way to the top side of the range, but maybe it's going to reject, roll over, and come back down and test the bottom side of the range once again. So maybe I want to try to place a sell order somewhere near the top side of the range. So what I'll do is I'll come over here to my little drawing tool tab and I'll grab a horizontal. And I'll go ahead and mark a spot on the chart, maybe somewhere at the tops of these wicks right there. Of course, when I look at the y-axis of the chart, I can now see a price point that's correlating to that horizontal at 71,809. And maybe I want to try to place a sell order at that price point. So I'll come down here to the sell side of the order panel and I'll type that into order price. We'll go 71,809. Next, we'll choose how much of our available balance of that asset that we wish to put into this order. We can do that by typing in a quantity here, or we can just simply use the slider bar. I'll go ahead and just slide this up to 100% like so. But once you get your limit order set the way that you want it, you just come down here, click on sell. And just like that, I placed the sell order at 71,809. And of course, we can see that inside this little red box right here. So if Bitcoin does work its way up to that level, hitting my price point at 71,809, this order will fill and I'll be selling my Bitcoin. You can find the details of that order if you come down here, click on open orders, and here's where you see the details of your limit order. If at any point you want to cancel it, just come over here on the right hand side under action and click on cancel. And just like that, I took that sell order off of the order book. So as you can see, limit orders give you the ability to be a bit more strategic by choosing a price point that you wish to place a buy order or a price point that you wish to place a sell order. But you do need the price of the asset to cooperate in order for your limit order to fill. So for example, in my buying scenario, maybe this was the bottom right here. Maybe Bitcoin's getting ready just to simply keep moving to the upside from here. Of course, I'll miss out on that because the price of Bitcoin failed to come down and sweep the lows and fill my order at this horizontal right here. Or maybe Bitcoin does roll over, comes down, fills my limit order to buy some Bitcoin, but then price action breaks through support and just melts to the downside. Of course, I'll be taking a loss because I've bought my asset way up here and the price of that asset would be decreasing as the price of it goes down. In the selling scenario, maybe the price of Bitcoin does work its way up like so, but maybe it rolls over somewhere in this area here and moves to the downside. Of course, I'd still be holding my Bitcoin because the price of Bitcoin failed to come up and fill my order at 71,809. Or maybe Bitcoin does work its way up, gets up to resistance, fills my limit order at 71,809, but then just melts to the upside, moving to a higher high. Of course, I'd miss out on that move because my Bitcoin would have sold at 71,809. So a couple really basic considerations when choosing if a limit order is appropriate for you. But that's how you can place a limit order. And there you have it, your introduction to using the Bitunix crypto exchange. If you got some value out of that, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Also feel free to check out my other Bitunix tutorials, which I've put together in a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until I do, have yourself a powerful day.